and 1.
And hello there. They're going to see the behind the scenes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Unapologetically Badass podcast. I am Renee with our lovely Sierra. Hello, darling. We do need to do the behind the scenes or before we record because we do certainly have a hell of a lot of laughs before and after. So tonight we are going to do, yes, I said night because it is sip, spill, and surprise. We are going to have some fun with 2 truths and a lie, some little fake headline things. We're just going to have some fun. Total wine edition. Talk about wine. You know, we're going to actually have a good time. So welcome. Grab your favorite beverage and get ready for a few laughs. So
we're waiting for you. Mm-hmm. Make sure to tell us what you're drinking in the comments and what your favorite wine or adult beverage is, if you have one. If you don't drink an adult beverage, let us know, right? We want to know those things.
Yes. I mean, I get it. I kind of get it. I don't really, not my thing. I was talking to my girlfriend yesterday about that and like, you know, quitting drinking and like going, you know, no alcohol. Yeah, no, when we were both like,
do the January thing? You want to do the dry January? Like, what is this? Or is this like a no alcohol forever thing?
No, we were talking about that and going like, because one of her friends was saying that they were thinking about doing that, like stopping. And we were both like, that's like alien talk. Like I would have to be possessed in order for that to happen.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Not going to happen anytime soon.
I've tried the dry January thing and I was able to do the whole month. I mean, it's fine because I'm like maybe like once a night or once a week wine drinker, especially when my kids were younger. It was like every weekend. It wasn't every night. It was every weekend because I would have, look at you're like, nope, not me. So I was able to get through that January that one time, but haven't done since. Renee, oh my God. She's over here like, no, and no.
For those that can't see, I'm literally holding up envelopes that have every day of Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday. I'm holding up the envelope. So I just thought that was perfect timing.
It is because it leads us right into our outrageous like headlines of fake or real, or we could just get straight into just ask. Okay, do you want me to tell my silly story?
Yes, I do, because you were saying you had a silly story.
Okay,
so I only had 2 sips, and I literally just said story.
She's slurring already. Okay, so before we got on, I was like, Renee, we were like talking about like some of our sip and wine like tragedies and like weird stuff and all that, and I'm like, oh my God, I actually like have this story where when I was in my dating era, Houston has this single it's a word, and if you live in Houston, you know what I mean, but it's like a single adventures. So you can join, and they do adventures all around the US and also in Houston. So then you just go on to this little thing and you find out where this adventure is. So a lot of them is like different wine tasting, Renee. Okay. So I'm like, I'm bored. I'm sad. I'm depressed. My kids were gone. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I said, I'm going. And I have no friends because you guys, I traveled. So all of my friends resided in other states. My sisters, who I needed desperately, all resided in different states. So I was alone going through this. Okay. So it's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get out and I'm going to do this. So I drive to this bar, this winery, and I'm like, I'm here. Yes, I did it. And I get out of the car and my heart starts pounding and I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. And I read the little thing and it says like at bar. Okay. So I just go to the bar and I just say, hey, you guys. And I just stand there and it's awkward. And people are kind of like, hey, how are you? And they're kind of talking back. And then before you know it, we're drinking. And I kind of fell on the outs. And I'm just kind of like, okay, they've done this with each other before. And we get to talking and talking and talking and talking. And I'm just like, so how long have you guys been a part of this single adventures? And they're like, they all look at each other and they're like, we're not a part of a single adventure. I was like, I have been standing here wasting my life away.
Oh,
This is not the people. They
No.
were really cool. They laughed at me. I laughed at myself. We
Oh my
introduced, come
God.
to find out, this one was married to this one. This one was
Oh
working with
my
this one.
God.
And I just, pretended like I just fit it. And they just like, we weren't sure
Oh my
where
God.
you came from.
No.
We thought that you knew one of us. We just didn't want to ask each other.
They were so sweet.
So I left after that. I never found my single and adventure people. I'm sure they probably moved to. I didn't even think to ask. I was so embarrassed. You guys, I said I went to the bathroom and I just left. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So yes, that really happened, Renee, for almost 30 minutes. It was probably about like 20 minutes. I sat there and conversated with people who I thought they were, but they were not. And it was not my party.
I love that, but you're so friendly and everyone loves you. So they were like, it's all
Yes, I'm
good.
totally friendly. So it was perfect. And I tried
Yeah.
to make my way. So it worked out. But
Yeah.
yeah, never went back to another single adventure thing again after that, by the way.
God. Oh my God. No, 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 no. I never went to a singles adventure type thing.
Yeah, that was it sounded really good on the radio. I was like, oh my God, people really
Yeah.
do this. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm an adventure
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
No, no.
No, I give
Mm-mm.
you a lot of credit. That's daring. I went to
Yeah.
a lunch with a group of women that I didn't know. Like I joined a group that like you can meet people and like network and just like nice, and I didn't
I
know
don't know if
anyone.
that's the same thing, but
No,
we'll
it's
just say
not.
yeah.
It's
It's
not.
just as
No,
awkward.
it
Just
definitely
as awkward.
is. So it's just awkward when you don't know people and they already have their groups. Like you see people already chatting, and you're kind of like, hi, you know.
Yeah, just bunted in. Hey, how are you
Hi,
guys
I'm
tonight? How are you
Renee.
doing?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to bring up anything because conversation was that was my
It's
thing. Yeah,
it's well, good for you. And
I
that's
know.
a good story. That's a good
Hey,
story.
story is a story, right?
Mhm. Mhm. Mm.
Okay. So, we had another little funny one to ask each other too, because you guys wanted to hear some truths or dares, or some not truth and a lie kind of
Yeah,
thing, right?
we're not doing any
So,
dares.
yeah, no, not dares, not on national podcasts, no.
No.
Um, okay, so I don't know, Renee, you want to go first? You want to ask me, or you want me to ask you? You ask me.
Ask you
Any
a
question. Any question. Or you
um
just want to share a truth and a lie.
let's see.
See, we don't know
Oh,
what we're
whoever
doing,
gets
y'all.
caught,
Let's do.
we're gonna do a wine deer. We did say that we
Are you slurring again? Get your crap together, girl. Okay, what are we doing? We doing our drunk embarrassment moments, or
No,
are we doing our
we're gonna do the headlines. So okay, I'm gonna give you a
okay, let's
headline
do the headlines.
and you're
Okay,
gonna
okay,
tell
let's
me
do the
whether
headlines.
it's true or false. I actually look
Okay,
these
okay,
up
okay.
and
I'm
have
ready. Okay,
like
I'm ready.
crazy. Okay. So
Okay.
there was a woman banned from Walmart for drinking wine from a Pringles can in a parking lot. True or
What the
false?
frick is going? Okay, this must have been recorded on. If this is true, this had to have been recorded because how in the world would they have known? So, I mean, unless she was with somebody and somebody told on her. So I'm just going to go with this is probably true because this is a little too outrageous to not be.
And actually, you are correct. And it's in your state, of course. This actually happened. It happened in Texas. This
Oh
woman
no.
was spotted. She was so happy sipping her wine from a Pringles can while riding around on get this, the electric shopping cart.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Walmart wasn't very impressed, but she
Yes, because
was.
Walmart impresses me with the things people are capable of wearing and doing.
Don't you
So,
love those? I haven't seen those in a
yes,
long time, but those
yes,
videos and those pictures of
yes.
people dressed in Walmart.
Oh, it's great. So that doesn't surprise me because in Texas, like we really love our sippy cups. So I didn't think about,
Mm,
switching it to a Pringles. So it was
mhm.
pretty smart of her.
That
But,
was.
we do love our sippy cups that are incognito. So, good for her. Okay. What else are you going to lay on me?
Yep.
Let's see.
Um, the bride and groom got so drunk at their wedding, they forgot that they already got married and they tried to do it again.
No, that's stupid. No, that's not true.
Okay, it is true. And
What was
actually,
it?
They were in Scotland. So in Scotland, a couple had to be reminded that they already said I do earlier in the day.
Okay, if you would have told me Scotland in the beginning, I would have said yes, because they
I would
drink
have
these
thought
beers.
Ireland.
Ireland, Germany, anywhere Europe,
Oh,
their beers are like bigger than my head.
oh yeah,
So I
yeah.
can only imagine just having like 3 or 4 of those on your wedding day, and you're
Could you
just like, "Oh, I
imagine?
love you so much. Let's get married again."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it
That's
is crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Have you ever accidentally FaceTimed an ex after one too many glasses?
Not FaceTime, but I text him. It's my husband, I have to say, because we were exes at one point in time, and
Oh,
I told myself, "I am never talking to this man again. He does
yeah.
not deserve." And I was like, "I'm not texting him. I'm not nothing."
Oh,
And stupid me, I got drunk and I was watching, I think, I was watching Fear the Walking Dead, and I text him, "Oh my god, I can't believe they got together." Yeah, it was stupid, but we
oh.
did get back together, so it's fine.
See, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay.
FaceTime wasn't a thing back then. So what about you, Renee? I mean, FaceTime, I only really dated after 40, and that was FaceTime, but
Yeah.
nobody was worthy. So
No, no, and that's the thing. Thank God. First of all, just thank
yes,
God we didn't have
thank
social media.
God.
We didn't have like there's so
Cheers to
many things, right? Hallelujah. Gen X, we fucking rock. Because there's no proof of anything. We'll deny, deny,
No,
deny.
I did not do that, and if you did not see and there was no witnesses, it did not happen.
It did not happen, and we're sticking to that for
Mm,
sure. Um,
absolutely.
okay, so truth or not true? This is for I'm just
Okay,
asking you a question. This isn't a headline.
okay.
Um, I once tried to sneak a full bottle of wine into a concert in my bra. So this is the two truths and a lie. I once
Okay.
mistakenly drank cooking wine at a dinner party thinking it was fancy. I have a collection of wine corks from every bad decision I've made.
Okay, I am going to say 1 and 2 are true, and the 3rd one is not for you.
No, but that cooking wine story does sound pretty suspicious.
It does sound like you because you said I don't know my wine etiquette.
That's so fancy. But you don't want to call out like,
Okay, so tell us about the putting the whole bottle of wine in your bra. Tell us that story.
well, it was a smaller bottle. So it's
Okay.
not like it wasn't a full-size bottle. But when you
Oh,
try and sneak something in and, you can have layers on, you can kind of
yes,
potentially hide some stuff. So,
absolutely.
this was
Yeah.
before the day and age where we are now, where there's body scans and there's security and all that stuff. Like this is
And there's wine at movies now. When we were younger,
yes.
alcohol wasn't allowed in wine in movie theaters. Now you go to the movie
Alcohol.
theater and
How much
you
have you
can get
drank?
alcohol.
Alcohol wasn't allowed in wine.
Alcohol wasn't in my movie theaters. Maybe I
No,
was
I
in a
know.
small
You,
town.
no, I'm saying you just said alcohol was not in my wine, and then you're like,
Oh,
alcohol. I'm like,
God.
how much
Okay,
have you drank?
we have to stop drinking and doing this. Oh no.
Oh, hell
And I
no.
haven't even finished. I haven't even finished the whole oh my gosh. Okay, so
No, I haven't
all
either.
right, let me think of a truth and a lie.
Hmm.
Okay, so well, it's not necessarily wine, it's alcohol. Okay, well, I do have a wine story. Um, God, these because we had a wine and cheese festival growing up. It in our little small town. It was so cute and fun. There were little hay things everywhere, and yeah, those were not good days for me because when you do wine tasting, you think you're supposed to like sip it and enjoy it.
Yes.
No, we went there and we
Even
paid
have
our
those
$10
cups.
and
Yeah, that
yeah.
you pour it out if you don't like it.
Yeah, no, 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 no. We just shot it
You
down.
just right,
Shot,
right.
shot, shot,
Suck
shot,
it up.
shot. And then,
Suck it
then
up.
before you know it, it's 6 bottles of wine and you're
Yeah,
trying to figure out how to walk back home and your
yeah,
daddy's there with your sisters like, where the hell are they? And they have all the kids and yeah, no, it was not good
yeah.
stuff. But anyways, okay. Um I once danced on a table at a bar and asked a gentleman for his underwear. This is alcohol related. I once peed outside a bar next to a car. This is alcohol related. Um, I once threw up so bad on Goldschlager that I literally could not drink or smell cinnamon or any kind of alcohol like that for 4 years.
Okay, I'm going to say that's true. And I'm going to say you dancing on the bar was true.
Okay, so that was like a lie because yes, we danced on the bar, but it was mainly my sister, and she's the one who asked for the underwear, not me.
Okay. Okay. That's a good one. Because I can totally see you dancing on a bar for sure.
Yes. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Yes.
And
So
what was the lie?
the peeing in the parking lot right outside the bar. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
So
That
no,
just
I could like picture that. I
you
could.
know when it has to
When you
happen,
gotta
it has to happen.
go.
And the bar's closed and they
Yeah.
kick you out. So you
Yeah.
really like there's nothing you can do. So you just have like people surround you and
Yeah.
block you and you just do your thing and then
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. You got it when you got to go. You got to go, and if the bar's closed, you go. It's so easy for a guy. Like guys can just do it, and so what?
Thank you. It's a little bit harder for us. It's not like we can
It
just
is.
pee in a freaking water bottle. It
I
takes a
peed
little bit.
outside after a bar.
I have peed in a canteen on a bus before. That was talent. That was very, very hard.
That's
But I did do it. Yeah.
wow. No, that's impressive. That's
Yeah.
impressive. I have
Not
peed
easy.
outside after a long night, but that's
Yeah.
it's strategery for sure.
It is. Totally.
Right. All right. Some more headlines that I'm going to give you. Tell me if it's true or false. Okay.
Okay.
A
Okay.
woman used, get this, a $10,000 bottle of wine to cook spaghetti sauce, and she claims it was totally worth it.
Damn. I have to believe that was true. Stupid, but true.
This would be iconic, but nobody has actually wasted a bottle of Bordeaux like that.
Okay, good.
For that we
Thank
know of. For that we know of. Yeah. I
Woo,
can't even
okay. If
fathom.
you're the lady, if you're the one who did it,
Mhm.
please give us the recipe and then mail us the wine since you were able to spend. I could not imagine.
Exactly.
I
Yes.
could not
Yes.
imagine. Oh my
Speaking
God,
of
yeah.
wine, okay, I'm going to throw this out there to our listeners. Raise your hand, raise your glass, comment, message me. If you saw Badass Queen wine, would you buy it?
Yes.
Badass Queen wine.
Yes. If it just said badass queen, I definitely would want it. And I would be buying it for like girls' nights or if I have like a special occasion or baby showers or things like that. Yeah.
I love
It would
it.
definitely be gift worthy.
So, somebody might be close to the trademark and
Somebody
might
might
be
produce some
doing
badass
something like
wine.
that. So, you know, for anyone that knows a wine distributor that wants to pay me $25 million to buy their brand, let me know.
Yeah, exactly. She's like,
Million.
you never know. You never know.
Absolutely. Okay. A French winery mistakenly sent out 500 bottles of expired wine that turned into champagne.
No, does not happen.
No, it sounds fun, but no.
Oh, I know. It does. I wish it would happen. Dang
No,
it.
that's not chemistry, though. Expired
Yeah,
wine doesn't turn into champagne. That would.
you just put the shit in a barrel and it just stays there for a couple and
Yeah,
then you drink it and it's really, really good. I
exactly.
always wonder, like my husband and I do the whole like how many people like every time we eat like a fruit or you eat chocolate, cocoa, the cocoa bean, okay?
Yeah,
How many people had to die trying different beans on different trees to know that
that
this
was.
one
Yep.
was good and was gonna like do amazing
Yeah.
things and make you feel all jittery and excited inside, right?
Right.
Like how many people had to die? I mean, how many people died making moonshine? I mean,
I know.
pure alcohol.
That's I didn't know we were going down the death trap, but I
I'm
guess.
sorry. It just it came
Nobody,
to thought because I'm just like,
like nobody
you know,
dies stomping grapes or,
you stomp them, but who thought to leave it in a barrel and just sit it out there for a couple of months
you
and then
know,
go and sip on it? Like,
you
at
know.
what point, we should have Googled this shit. We should have Googled when this happened because it was those like Greeks and the Romans.
Mhm,
Rome could have ruled the world, right? But
mhm.
greed brought them down. So, they were some freaky people. Like, they did some freaky stuff. Like, they were
You
wine loving, grape
you
eating,
making fun of us, the fucking Italians over here. You was about to get Nene coming out at you.
I love it. See, I'm Native American. We smoked in a tent in privacy.
Oh, yeah. And I'm Italian. We drank the wine and we ate the prosciutto and gabagool, and we're all good.
Yes, and
Yeah.
the known mobsters for shooting you while you in your back of your head because they were nice.
Yes,
Nice.
yes.
They didn't want to do it looking in your eyes. Oh gosh, I'm so glad we can make each other crack up.
There was a dare
Oh my
that
god.
I thought,
Okay.
as we were pulling up like different things, and I thought like this is perfect, but this is something we can't do, so that's why I'm just going to say it. Is
Okay.
text the last person you texted and saying, "Hey, I'm thinking about starting a wine business. Want to invest?"
Okay. Let me see. Who would it be? The last person oh, it's my friend Michelle. I'm gonna send it to her.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, and mine was my daughter, but there was a funny episode of The Office when I laugh about the whole. Do you ever watch The Office?
Yes, that's like such a funny
I,
show.
exactly.
I
So
get like some of my best TikToks from that.
so because okay, so going back to like the badass queen wine is me looking into business loans and doing like different stuff and investment in order to make that brand come to fruition. And so I
Mhm.
was just having a conversation with my daughter the other day, and it reminded me of the conversation, the dinner party, and Jan,
Mhm.
Michael Scott is
Oh.
asking the friends for investing in her candle business. I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, I am not that person by any means, but it was making me laugh, thinking like I'm putting together this proposal for
You're like,
like
"Why
banking
not?"
stuff.
You're like, "Why not? Let me just ask." She
Yeah,
hasn't replied yet, but if she replies before we get off, I'll let you guys know what she says. She's probably gonna be like, "Do you wanna talk about it when we have lunch next week?"
that is so funny. That is so funny. I'm
Or
curious.
she'll probably knowing her, she's gonna say something like, "I'm gonna need more details." I
Yeah,
guarantee you. I don't know why, Renee, like, I'm attracted to all these women that are very detailed oriented like you, that
yeah,
are opposite of me. So, like, they need to know every little detail. Like, even when it comes to her buying my clothes or my handbags or whatever she
yeah.
buys, she needs to know what size is it? What's the length? How many is this? What's
Oh,
the
really?
inseam?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It's
girl,
pretty.
just buy it or do not, okay? And like,
It's
have
pretty.
an
You don't need
inseam
to
like
know all
this.
the details.
Yeah, yeah, it's
It's so
fun.
funny
It's fun
because
to be
there's a
fun.
lot of things that I am very detail oriented about, but there's a lot that I'm not. Like, it's
Like,
funny that you say that because I am detail oriented, but the products that I sell, like jewelry, I'm like,
yeah,
it's fucking
it's
gorgeous. It's
sparkly.
glossy. Like, what do you? It's
You
adjustable.
can't question. See, but that's the thing. If it's something that's high end, you
Yeah.
usually cannot question it.
Right. Right.
And I think that if people don't think that it's high end, they
Yeah.
question it.
Yeah. That's true. And
Or
we
if it's
we is some high end bitches.
We are.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I sell
So,
luxury, girl. Don't ask me for a discount. You're not getting it. No.
yeah, well, and that's the thing is, oh, so we can totally get off topic there, but having a business and people's expectations of discounts.
We're gonna talk about that when we
We're
do
gonna do
the
that.
good, the bad, and the
The
ugly on the
ugly of
business, because let
business.
me tell you, you
Yeah.
guys stay tuned for that episode
Yeah.
because that one's gonna be a
That one's
doozy. You
gonna
guys
be.
are gonna never wanna buy from us, but you
No,
will because you
I
know that
think
we
people know
value
that
you
we're
and love
honest.
you.
Yeah.
And we will give you free stuff all the time if you love and you are loyal to us.
Yeah, for sure. In fact, yeah, we're going to talk about that. I won't go too far into that. But let's go back to the wine. So you know what
Okay.
cracks me up with wine, whether you're at a restaurant or you're at wine tasting, is the wine snob.
Yeah, that's
Now,
me.
I did go
Yeah, that's
to,
me.
all
I'm
right,
the
so
wine snob. I
I did
smell
go to
it. I
Napa.
do the drip.
Yep. So I did go to Napa, and depending on the wine that I'm getting, right, I learned different things in Napa for sure. So I like, okay, have a newer appreciation versus just drinking the wine. But when sometimes, you meet someone and they're like, yep, I smell saddle leather.
That's me.
I
That's
smell
freaking me.
cigar smoke and a hint of despair.
Despair. Fuck you.
This has been aged
No,
in.
no. That is so me. And every time my husband buys a wine, I'm like, dark cherry, a little hint of chocolate. And he's like,
Oh my
your
God.
sense of smell is insane. But oh, I do that.
Oh my
I do
God.
that. I am
Do
the
you?
weirdo. And I do the drip and I make sure that you could see the wine. Oh
You're
yeah.
gonna see the legs of the wine for
And
sure.
when I'm at restaurants, I do my best to hold it at the stem, not by the cup. Because at home I'll do this, but you're supposed to hold it by the stem.
Yep.
Yes. And I
Why
always breathe
and
it
share
in.
share with the audience, why do we hold the wine glass by the stem and not the actual cup?
Because it warms it, girl.
Yes, it changes
But
the temperature of the wine, so it's gonna change
yeah.
the flavor of the wine.
So now I had to explain to my husband why when you go to a restaurant, they're not going to fill your glass up to the top. And he goes, that's bullshit. That is bullshit. Why am I paying for the need to fill it to the top?
I know.
And I
No
said,
kidding.
baby, it's meant the way the cup is, it's meant for it to be aerated. And if you fill it up to the top, it removes that. He goes, I'll drink it fast. They just need to fill it up and then it can aerate after.
I'm with your husband. I fill it up, buttercup. But it cracks me up like when we're at restaurants and I'm like, I clearly know the wine. Like I don't need to smell it. I've had it a zillion times. Just pour the wine. I'm good. If it's something I haven't had before, then yeah, I'd like to taste it,
You
smell
want
it,
to
but
experience it.
experience it. But there's if I know it, just pour, baby, pour.
Yes, if I now, I mean, if I know it, yes. I mean,
Yeah.
most definitely. But I mean, it's very rare. If I go to a restaurant, I always want to try something new. So then I turn into a snob. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
that person. Yeah.
There are certain wines that I do enjoy. We might as well throw it out there. So there's a Drew Bledsoe created a brand of
Really?
wine. Yeah. Oh, Saddleback, maybe it's called. And we
Hmm.
were in Vegas. Yes, we were in Vegas and we were at a private dinner and Pete Rose was there. So it was a private dinner with Pete Rose and everything. And
It doesn't surprise me. He was in Vegas.
yeah,
Just
I mean this right. And this was with Tony's work and stuff. But we had the Drew Bledsoe wine, and when I say we had the Drew Bledsoe wine, it was a copious amount of it. It is so good. It is so incredibly good. Tony bought a bottle for me, and like
oh.
and it's great wine, and I still have it like put away. So that one is really good. My future son-in-law would go to the wine store and tell him that he's looking for a bottle for his mother-in-law in order to get like a really great recommendation. And one of the things he's knocked it out of the park, but one of them that I really remember is called KG wine. It's a Cabernet. Um,
Uh-huh.
and I remember it because he's a huge Celtics fan. And I took KG, I thought it was
Oh.
Kevin Garnett. It has no relation whatsoever, but that's the only reason why I remember it. That's a great wine. And then anything from the Montepulciano region in Italy, any type of
Yes.
gone to a restaurant, that's really been amazing. But I
I
have,
love any Italian or Argentinian wine. I am
yeah,
like
I
just
still have
instantly
some.
I don't care.
I have some Italian wines from when I went to Italy and had it shipped here. And then
Oh.
there's some from Napa that are just absolutely amazing.
I
Sheriff.
grew up with Napa wine, like our little wine and cheese festival.
Yeah.
They were all Napa, right?
Mhm.
Because I grew up in California. So it whenever people are like, "Oh, California wine." Yes, it is good. It is where it's, like it's good. It's just that I always want to try different things because I've always tried that. I know it sounds weird, but I think that's what got me really addicted to Argentinian wine. When I went to Argentina, I was just like,
Yeah.
after that, and
Yeah.
then any Italian wine, literally any
Oh
Italian
my
wine,
God,
and
it's
I'm
so good.
hooked.
Yep,
It's like
so
the
good.
smoothest thing ever.
Yeah.
And okay, so
It's
talk
so
about like
amazing.
wine hangovers.
Those are tough. So, okay.
Those are different. They hit different than just like a
They do.
regular like resort alcohol.
Yeah, they do. But here's
Gotta
the
be
thing.
careful with that.
The more you drink, the less hangovers you're gonna get. I'm
See,
just saying, you wanna build your tolerance up.
good advice. Good advice. So I need to just add one more to my week instead of just once a week. I need to maybe do 2 or 3 a week. That's what I'm hearing you say. Yeah, because like she's doing the cards again, people. She's doing the cards again. She's like, Sierra, just every day, honey, just every day, and
And
you'll
then
be good.
know why.
Wine, red wine is good for the heart.
This,
So
take this the morning after.
I take it. You know what? Okay. So when we were at the resort, and whenever
Yep,
you go to a resort, you just kind of just want to keep drinks in you, and it
yeah.
doesn't matter what it is because it's an all
We had
inclusive. So you're
fun.
like, I just want
Yep,
to keep that happy buzz.
yep.
Renee, I would take our elixir at night before I went to
Before you went to
sleep
bed.
because
Yep.
it's an anti-inflammatory,
Sorry.
and
Yep,
so it just yes, and then first thing when I would wake
yep,
up, so
yep.
it really, really was
So
like,
for
and then I was
those
like,
that didn't
"Oh."
see, for those that didn't see me holding up, it's our Bella Grace Collagen Elixir. It is a hangover
Yes,
cure for anyone that
it
needs it.
is.
You let us know because
It
it's
really, really is. Take it at night and then first thing in the morning, and
mhm.
if you and probably not on an empty stomach with a hangover, have some food in you and then take one and you'll be golden.
I
You'll be
was
like,
I was golden on an empty stomach. I took it.
"See, I'm not." It's,
Okay.
and because it was different. You probably was wine, I was like alcohol,
Maybe.
so
Maybe that has something to
yeah,
do.
and it was not good on an empty stomach because I tried it the first day and I was like feeling a little like,
Yeah.
ooh. So I took it with food the next day and I was like, oh, I'm good. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ready to go
Yeah.
walk the beach. Let's go get a jet ski. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
hangovers are no good. And you would think I would
No.
learn my lesson at 55, you know?
It's especially when you're in a crowd with people or you go out with people. That's where okay. So this happened to my husband and I. We were and this was a work event. So we went out and we went to this beautiful restaurant. I got dressed up. Him and I got a glass of wine. He got a glass of wine. And then he saw that they had his whiskey that he hasn't had in forever. Like it's
Yep.
top shelf whiskey. I forgot what the kind it is. And he had one. Then his boss came down and then he had one with him. And then the person that reports to him came
Yep.
and he had another one with him. Okay, well, we don't drink a lot and
Yeah.
he doesn't drink whiskey ever anymore.
Yeah.
He always just drinks wine. And so now I'm like, oh, well, let me try this rum thing. It has wine because I was like, I'm going to stick with wine, right? So I had wine, then I had this rum thing. Well, we're both tore up,
Oh,
like
man.
done. This man goes back to the hotel and he's going to be so mad because he's going to listen to us, but he's throwing up, and then the next day we just look at each other and say, we just can't do this. We thought that we could hang with everybody and we just couldn't. So when you're around a crowd and you're just socializing and you're just drinking and just ordering and drinking, it's not, you're not 20 anymore.
Nope. And you just like, okay, well, the night's young. Yeah, I can have another one. Yeah, like if this
Yes.
tastes good, I'm having another one. And you don't realize it until it could be too late. And then you're like, holy moly, you know?
Then the world starts spinning, your room starts spinning, you start
So
spinning.
I go right to sleep. I could be
That's
like,
scary.
I'm like, then I turn narcoleptic.
And I am like, anxiety. I'm going to call the cops on myself and tell them I'm drunk. Come get me.
Oh
The world is
no.
spinning. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not
Oh
that
my
one. But
God.
Derek he's crashed out, gone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna I'll just fall asleep no matter where we are. Oh, so our pajama party that we talked about earlier, that's going to be a whole hell of a lot of fun. You're going to be calling the cops, and I'm going to be out cold on the bed.
Exactly. And
Mhm.
then the hot like firefighters and EMS guys are gonna come and you're gonna miss it all.
I'll be sleeping right through it. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Here, how was your night? Oh, it was fun, Renee. And
Yeah.
you should see the pictures I got of you.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, some more
Oh my God.
headlines. Okay, tell me if this is true or false.
Me?
And
Oh gosh. Okay.
yeah, man stumbles into wrong house after bar crawl, gets tucked in by homeowner instead of arrested.
This is so bad. I feel like I would be the one to be like, poor guy, just let him sleep it off on the couch.
So it is true. It happened in Montana. It did. The homeowner. So this is the funny thing. The homeowner thought the drunk guy was his son, and he let him sleep it off on the couch.
Oh shit.
Could you imagine? Total stranger. I would go nuts.
Yeah, no, Derek would not. Derek would not allow it. Me, I'd be like, come on, babe. He's drunk. Look at
Yeah.
him. He's looking rough. Just let him sleep. We'll put a blanket on him right here. Put a pot in case he throws up.
I am not that nice.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, neither is Derek. And me, I'm just like, come on in. It's okay. I'll take you. Okay, so
Yeah.
you need some food? Yeah, no. Oh my gosh, that is crazy.
Isn't that funny?
Jeez
Um,
Louise. Okay.
Here's another one. You'll love this when we talk about
Okay.
the sneaking the wine into the concert. There was a
Uh-huh.
woman tries to sneak wine into concert by filling up a Camelback hydration pack.
That's perfect. That's brilliant. I've done that before. I've put alcohol in there. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. It works.
That's
They
smart.
made a purse because of women doing this, Renee.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember the wine purse? I think
Yeah.
they still exist. They just don't sell them as often. Like where
Yeah.
you have this beautiful bag. It's a leather bag and it has a little
Yep.
tiny little flap and you lift it up and it's your little wine thing.
Yeah.
They got that idea, and I know they did from doing that, from filling up their camo packs.
So smart. Well, now you have to take clear bags. At least where we
Yes.
are. You do have to do that down there, clear bags?
Yeah, that's why I sell so many clear bags because everybody uses them for their concerts and their sport events. Isn't that
Yeah.
sad?
Isn't that
Jeez.
crazy? Oh, so that's good to know. You have the clear bags.
I have lots of clear different bags. Yes.
Good.
They're
Okay,
so
good
fun.
to know. So everyone go check out her websites and then you can get your clear bag. Sorry, you cannot bring alcohol into the venues, but you'll actually have your clear bag. So that's all good.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Little plug. All right, what else you got?
Oh, okay, Renee. You got to do this later. You guys have to help me double dare her. You need to go live for 30 seconds passionately on Instagram and describe your wine like something magical.
I had to make sure I didn't just spill out the wine. Like, can you imagine? Hi, I'm Renee.
And
this
I'm
is
Sierra.
my
And
Cabernet.
today we sit and we sip.
Wait a minute. Do you remember now you made me, did you say I'm Janice? Did you say that?
No.
I don't know why I heard that. And it made me think
Maybe
of that.
on one of our previous podcasts.
No, so that's so funny. Okay, so I don't watch SNL. I catch clips of it, on TikTok and stuff. Yeah. But the older SNL, but there was a skit and Kristen Wiig was in it, and a lot of women, and it's like, I'm Janice, do. I'm Nora, do. And I'm Charlie. It's like, it's like the beautiful sisters, and then there's like the crazy wackadoodle sister. You don't know that? All right, so it's kind of.
I haven't seen that one, but I bet a lot of people are. So are you the crazy sister?
Oh fuck no! But no, but I laugh about that. So when you're like, I'm Janice, so I was like, oh, I just had this vision of like, I'm Nora with the nice wine, and then having like, the really cheap box wine with I forget the name. I'm losing my mind. I
You're
think
gonna if you find the skit, send it to
I
me because
will.
now I am dying because I love all those. I mean, some of them are so funny. They were
Oh,
so
they're
good back in the
hysterical.
day too. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
No, they're
Yeah.
hysterical. And the crazy, I don't know why I can't think of it because I would laugh with my Courtney and I. Courtney has got tiny hands. Like she's always had
Mhm.
very petite hands. And so when
Uh-huh.
we would watch that, we would laugh. And so I'd like do the little fake hands because they go like,
Oh.
little fake, little tiny baby hands, little, like
Oh.
plastic doll hands. So it was funny and something that stuck with me. But yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
know.
cute. I
Yeah.
love it.
We all
We're gonna
have our little stuff, but
we have to try this. Okay. Sip
uh-uh.
and say something with your tongue. So a tongue twister. Okay,
Tongue
because
twister.
we should be a little bit like toasty. So example, 6 slippery snails slid slowly south. 6 slippery snails six slippery snails slid slowly south.
6 slippery snails slid slowly south.
You're not doing it fast enough. 6 slippery snails slid slowly south. South.
6 slippery na 6 slippery snails slid slowly south. No.
Slowly.
I wanna be what are they
Oh, this
doing?
one's good. Okay, you ready to try this one?
Yep.
I am a proper wine sipper, sipping properly poured. I was gonna say pinier.
A
Oh my
beignet
god! I was gonna
or
say pinata. Like I couldn't even read it right.
yeah.
I am a proper wine sipper, sipping properly poured pin.
Pinot? Pinot.
What did you say? Oh, I cannot. I just cannot. I'm like, why do I
Okay.
want to say? I forgot now what I wanted to say because I said it a second ago, but it's not what I want to
It's
say. But
not
it just like went.
piñata.
Yes, I want to say pinata. I
Yeah, no.
don't. When I read, I am a proper wine sipper, sipping properly pured.
Pured or poured?
Oh God, I think it's poured.
It
I
is
said pured.
poured. Okay. I am a proper wine sipper sipping properly poured Pinot.
It sounded like you were gonna say penis.
I think I might have.
That that last P gets you. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it gets you. Oh my
6 slippery
god.
snails slid slowly south. And I want to say slouth instead of south. Slouth.
Yes, yes. It just all goes together.
And especially
Okay,
with incised lips, it gets hard to speak sometimes. I
it
don't know.
really does. What is the one thing that you have like wine drunk on your own, wine drunk with friends, with Tony, whatever? What's the one thing that you have eaten the most while you were drinking wine? Why are you laughing? Just say it.
My mind just went in a totally different direction.
Did it go in the gutter, Renee?
It did. So now I'm going to do like a just jack and scene.
Okay.
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 So something that I ate a lot of after drinking wine.
Or that you eat a lot when you drink a lot of wine with
Oh,
your
I am
friends.
a total. I give me charcuterie and wine. I want soprasad. I want cheese. I want out. Like I will eat an abundance of that.
That's
I
me.
drank.
Olive. I will eat a whole mother freaking jar of olives, like the whole jar.
Yeah, no, I'll eat the soprasad and cheese like the entire stick and
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel cheese. I'll just cut it all up. I
Yeah.
have my little charcuterie night. I got
Yes.
so hammered. My bestie, a couple of years ago, she did a Galentine's Day thing at her house.
So fun.
And just like really close friends. And we had a blast. And so she is like the Susie homemaker. Like she is like a little cute little Martha Stewart, and she's cooking and baking and doing the whole thing. And I bring food. So I brought sushi and had trays of sushi. We were dancing on the coffee table. We were laughing our asses off, drinking like there's no tomorrow. I was so hungover the next day. I literally could not move off of her couch until like 5 o'clock, like all day. We binge watched that Anna Gelfie, whatever uh, and Reinventing Anna or something like that. Every
Yes.
episode. I watched every episode hungover. Like that's how long I was immobilized on our
You were
couch. She
like,
was
I just,
hysterical. I couldn't move. I couldn't
yeah.
move. But I saw sushi and charcuterie in a different light after that, and it took me a little bit to want to eat either one of those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get sick though.
Yeah. That's good. Good
Yeah.
job. So
My
proud of
friend
you.
told me that if you get sick, you never do it.
That drinking every day thing really helped you.
I mean,
Yeah.
my heart. The doctor said, I mean, the way I look at it is, look, I don't give medical advice, but all I'm saying, knock on wood, pray to God, I'm not on any medication.
No. And okay, so because it's all just red wine, I notice it's just cap. What's that one ingredient that's in it that is supposed to be good? It starts with an R.
Yeah.
I can't think of it, but anyways, yes. So we're
That's
not
true.
medical experts. Please don't take our advice. Please don't listen
No,
to this ever. But
no.
drink red wine. Definitely drink red
Well,
wine.
so I was a Chardonnay drinker. I love Chardonnay, and I still do. I love Chardonnay.
Mhm.
It's nice and light, but that to me, it's like if I'm going to have the calories, that's why I converted to Cabernet, knowing that Cabernet is good for your heart.
Smart. Yes.
So it's like,
I'm
okay,
I'm I'm in a rosé little kick. My daughter-in-law, she loves it. And so
mhm.
whenever we run out of red wine, she always has the rosé. So I'm like, oh, okay.
I just had
And
some Portuguese wine a couple of weeks ago. We went to,
oh, I bet that's
yeah,
good.
we so good. And we went to this, I had to go pick up my Mother of the Bride gown. Yes, Mother of the Bride
Yeah,
gown.
did you pick it out? You finally
I
got it?
did. Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't send you a picture. I gotta send you a picture.
No. I
Um,
hope it's the one that I wanted.
no, you haven't seen this one.
Okay, I can't wait to
This
see it.
it is so I put it on and I finally felt like I was
No.
Mother of the Bride, and so
Oh,
I felt like Mother of
yeah.
the Bride, but it's not like I don't feel like I look like an old lady Mother of the Bride, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it felt good anyway. So this place I went to, it's a very Portuguese town in
Okay.
Massachusetts. So Tony came with me to come pick the gown up because we were like, all right, there's lots of Portuguese places. He's Portuguese. We're like, we'll go pick up some stuff. So we went to
Nice.
the Portuguese market, and it's huge, and it literally has everything. And there's some Portuguese cheese that's so good, and these
Ooh.
Portuguese rolls, and they had wine tasting. There's a whole area of
Oh,
wine,
fun.
and
Love
they
it.
were doing wine tasting. So here's me. Uh, sure. I mean, I'm like, it's noon. It's got to be 12 o'clock somewhere.
Care. Yeah.
The guy is pouring wine. I'm trying different things. It was so yummy. We bought a few bottles, of course. I have to share. So if anybody is looking for an inexpensive, and this is the great thing, is like you don't have to spend a ton of money to get a really good wine for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
there was one called Quattro Ventos, a
Mm.
2020 that was yummy, and
Okay.
Coragem, and I'm going to pronounce it wrong, Coragem, a 2018 Toriga National, and Ponte. These wines, if anybody has any questions, let me know. But I will tell you, they were phenomenal wines. Phenomenal, especially
You
the
need to send
Coragem.
them to me so I can see if I can get them
I
because
will. I'll send you the pictures.
I
They were
love
so good.
my wine club that we have. I got the kids when they all
Mhm.
came home, we all went to the winery and they all did the flight. So they all did the
Mhm.
little wine tasting. It was so fun to see them, their faces. They're like, "Look,"
Love
It
that.
was
I
so
love
fun.
that. Yeah.
But I love wine tasting. Oh my
I
god.
took,
I think
I
it's just
took Rihanna to Napa, and we did that as a mother-daughter trip.
oh,
And
so fun.
oh my God, it was amazing. It was amazing. We had so much fun. So I was just talking to her about, the Badass Queen wine, and like I have to go to Napa and actually do like create the blends and stuff from what they
Yeah.
have in a barrel and then create it to what I want it. So she was
Yeah.
like, of course she wants
If
to do
you
it.
need a friend to go with you to help you test it,
Yes.
to make
Yep.
sure,
To make
you just
sure that
let
it's,
us
yes.
know.
I was
'Cause I
thinking about
got
doing like
family
a,
right there, so I could go to
see?
wine tasting with you. I could go see the family,
Yep. Yep. I think that sounds good. I know. I was thinking about doing like a retreat out there and doing like a badass queen wine tasting, right?
We
And
should do
having beverages.
unapologetic badass slash sparkle queen retreat somewhere where anybody who wants to come, and we could have a
Yeah.
couple of speakers be about resetting your mind.
Yeah.
We should do
Yeah.
one, Renee. We
I know.
should.
I've been thinking about it for the
When
longest
we start
time.
to make money, but y'all, we need
Yeah.
followers because if we don't get followers, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? And it's so funny that you say that because I had a woman message me saying how much she enjoys our podcast. And it really, that just makes us feel so good, right? We
It
do
does.
appreciate
I
anybody
love
that
it.
listens to it.
Yeah,
We're doing this, we're having fun, and we're trying to
we
spread
are.
joy and humor, right? But yes, we do want to monetize because we do have bills too, right? Like this is fun, but it's like, okay, we want to monetize. But anyway, she was like, oh my God, I love it. And the fact that there's no ads and we can just listen all the way through. And I'm thinking to myself, I said to Tony later, I'm like,
When
if
they get
somebody,
monetized, when you get monetized, they'll have to listen to ads.
if Depend says, Renee, Sierra, we're going to give you thousands of dollars to sell Depend, I'm going to be like, girl, I pee my pants. You need Depends. I'm going to be talking about Depends until there's
And
no
I'm
tomorrow.
I'm totally shameless. I'm like, I had a hysterectomy. Sometimes it just leaks. Where that depends. Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So yes,
Right.
advertisers, please, like, let us know. We will we'll sell your shit.
What do you want us to do? You want us to talk about boob lifts? We got you.
Right. Right. And for the listeners, we should just throw it out there. If they don't want ads, just send us. We should just give them my Venmo. Just send us
Just
Venmo. So we
donate.
can keep this
Just
above. Just
donate. We'll
donate.
never monetize. We
Right.
promise. We
Yeah,
will
donate.
never
That would
push
be great.
that button.
Right. We won't press the monetization button. We'll just take the donations to keep this alive, Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Renee, we always have the best time.
Yes, we
These are
do.
so fun. And we hope that you guys just see that, I know we're not educating you on anything besides wine. We sound like alcoholics and we just love to laugh and have fun. But we just hope that you guys get to enjoy getting to know us.
Yeah, exactly.
And who we are. We're real, we're genuine. We just are who we are and we don't care.
Yeah.
And we know there's so many other women out there that are either learning to be like that or are already like that. So cheers to
Yeah.
you for being
Exactly.
amazing.
And if you're looking for a circle, like we're your circle. Come
Yes,
join
for
us.
sure.
Like find us on social. Let's have
We're your
conversations. We love this. That's why we're doing this, Come learn who we are. If you like who we are and you want to be part of our circle, come join us because girls is plenty of room at the table.
Maybe we'll do a cruise. Anybody who's a part of the Unapologetically Badass.
Okay, I think
we'll
we
just
have
have
to grow a little bit
cruise.
more.
We'll say, just come, huh?
I think we have to grow a little bit more before we go, let's cruise.
We could cruise with we don't have to pay for it. They pay for their own.
Yeah, I know. But what are we gonna?
We're just inviting you. We'll buy a bottle of wine and we will all have.
We'll have the badass cream wine, but like what? The two people that are following us will be like,
Right.
"We want to come."
We are starving entrepreneurs. Please understand that we will buy one bottle of wine on one cruise that you paid for.
But please join us. We're gonna have a blast. We will, and that's the thing. Is like
we'll have fun.
We're gonna have a fucking blast.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally.
And no cameras because there'll be stories.
Yeah. Well, I mean, cameras might be good. They say bad publicity is good publicity.
You're right. Who needs a publicist?
No, you don't. Not with social media anymore.
So is that the thing? Do I just need to do bad shit? Like I can't. What the fuck?
No, I can't either. No.
Right?
This is as bad as it gets right here between you and us.
Yeah. So if this shit doesn't go viral, I don't know what the hell is.
I don't know. I love you, girl. We love all of our viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in every single week to Unapologetically Badass. We'll see you next week. Don't miss an episode. Say hi, reach out. We're here for you. You're our girls.
Have a
Bye.
wonderful week. Bye, y'all. Thank you. All right, Queens, that's a wrap for today's episode. But before you hit pause, let's talk about you and how we can help you slay every part of your life. If you're ready to feel fabulous and look like $1,000,000, I've got you covered with my Badass Queen coaching, sparkling touchstone crystal jewelry, and Bella Grace collagen, because glowing skin and a sparkly vibe, that's a power move. Check it all out at reneecarbonefleming.com. And my co-host Sierra, oh yeah, she's bringing the heat too. Not only is she rocking Bella Grace collagen for her glow game, but she's also the queen of chic with her fabulous clothing boutique. From boosting your wellness to leveling up your wardrobe, Sierra's got the magic to help you shine inside and out. Check her out at Linktree/Sierra Weiner 7. So here's the deal. Head to our websites, grab the goods that'll help you live your best life, and let's make everything about you unapologetically badass. And hey, don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review, and share this episode with your fellow queens, because the more sparkle in the world, the better. Until next time, keep glowing, keep slaying, and remember, you're a badass queen who deserves it all.